BYD was one of the first companies in the world to produce 1 million electric passenger cars, and it is now widely recognized as the world's leading electric manufacturer across multiple industries. With amazing, distinct credentials, BYD has a well-deserved reputation for exceeding customer expectations in areas other than its products. And we're glad to let you know the car company has released a significant improvement on the previous BYD Tang called the BYD Tang 2022. This updated cheap car with a bigger battery is now one of the best SUVs you can buy in our opinion. It is quite impressive to say the least. Stay tuned to find out all the available information about this newly released BYD Tang 2022. The BYD Tang is a mid-sized SUV that is the kind of car everyone would want to drive. It is being sold in a number of countries other than China, and a significant improvement has been done on it, giving us the BYD Tang EV 2022. BYD vehicles, including the Tang EV, are the official state vehicles in the Bahamas. In fact, Prince William, Duke of Cambridge, and Kate, Duchess of Cambridge, recently drove a BYD Tang EV in the Bahamas, showing us that the car company is really making waves around the world. Earlier this year, BYD announced a few new energy vehicles, and the BYD Tang EV 2022 made its official debut months after. It features BYD's latest Dragon Face design and a 108.8 kWh battery with a range of 730 kilometers, according to China Light Duty Vehicle Test Cycle, the CLTC. And despite the fact that this is the BYD Tang EV 2022's first official debut, spy shots of this SUV have leaked online several times. So far, what do we know about the Tang 2022 version? Several times, the new Tang EV has been spotted on the streets. Tang EV in red was spotted in the wild in January 2022, according to reports. It was now spotted in a bright blue color. Furthermore, the Chinese Ministry of Industry and Information Technology (MIIT) shared images of the Tang 2022 EV, highlighting the main differences in its appearance. The main difference is the front end. It keeps the latest Dragon Face design like Han EV and Yun EV. The back and sides of the car appear to be unchanged. This design is also used by the new BYD Han EV and the BYD Yun EV. The BYD Tang 2022 has a much more sporty appearance than the current model. Apart from the front end of the Tang EV 2022, not much has changed though. Some details worth mentioning include new rims and a floating roof. The 2022 BYD Tang EV sports a Gen 2 EV design that instantly identifies it as an electric vehicle. When compared to its ICE donor model, it has a noticeably cleaner front. The BYD design team replaced the large hexagonal grille with a closed surface, which may improve aerodynamics and thus range. A sportier bumper with more aggressive outer ends, a full-width horizontal bar that flows into the side air vents, and a taller, lower air intake are the other changes at the front. A sportier bumper with repositioned light reflectors, black fins, and small vertical air outlets enhances styling at the rear. The softer and more EV-like front fascia of the 2022 BYD Tang EV makes it appealing to customers upgrading from thermal engine vehicles. The new Tang EV has new alloy wheels on the sides. We are not aware of any major interior changes, but the interior of the Tang EV 2022 still reveals a significant change, which is the SUV's main innovation. 6 seats with an electronically controlled suspension system aimed at comfort-conscious customers. BYD is offering the Tang with 6 seats for the first time. As a result, the second row now has 2 captain's chairs. These individual seats have electric adjustment, ventilation, heating, and massage capabilities. In any case, the Tang EV with 7 seats will be available for purchase as well. The Tang EV 2022's center console is similar to the current model. It has a 15.6-inch touchscreen with landscape portrait rotation. It also has a nice Dyna audio system, cool dash trim, and a steering wheel with a flat bottom and a di-pilot badge. The Tang EV 2022 also has a Dialink 4.0 intelligent network connection system. According to the Ministry of Industry and Information Technology, the new Tang 2022 EV has dimensions of 4,900 mm, 1,950 mm, and 1,725 mm in length, width, and height, and its wheelbase is 2,820 mm. The curb weight of this car is also impressive at 2,360 kilograms. In addition to the refreshed front and optional versions of the 6 and 7 seats, which are available for the first time, the Tang EV 2022 offers a lot more thanks to the larger battery. The specifications of the BYD Tang EV are known, and the new model year, according to Chinese media and the Ministry of Industry and Information Technology, has a battery with an energy content of 108.8 kilowatts per hour, which is pretty impressive, considering that it was still 86.4 kilowatts per hour in model year 2021 and only 82.2 kilowatts per hour in 2020. According to the China Light Duty Vehicle Test Cycle (CLTC) standard, the Tang EV should give a range of 615 kilometers for the four-wheel drive version and single electric motor version with a range of 730 kilometers. A power consumption of 15.6 kilowatt per hour will also be available. The most powerful new Tang EV will accelerate from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 4.4 seconds, and its powertrain will consist of two electric motors producing 517 horsepower and 680 Newton-meters. Tang EV will also be available with a single electric motor producing 245 horsepower and 330 Newton-meters. In terms of performance, the Tang EV 2022 has a peak power of 380 kilowatts thanks to two electric motors. The Tang EV 2022 will also support DC fast charging at a much higher rate, in addition to having a significantly longer range. The current Tang EV has a peak charging power of 110 kilowatts, but the new model will have a charging power of up to 170 kilowatts. Only 10 minutes of charging results in a range of 140 kilometers or 87 miles, and that is pretty amazing. Now, let's talk about some details about Tang EV's pricing and market launch date which have emerged. Pre-sales period of the Tang EV 2022 has passed, with prices ranging from 280,000 to 350,000 renminbi. The current Tang EV is priced between 279,500 and 314,800 renminbi. As a result, the new EV will be about $5,000 more expensive than the old one. Perhaps the noticeable difference is due to China's reduction of EV subsidies in 2022. Tang's sales increased 47.5% over the previous year, reaching 54,204 vehicles in 2021. And now, a new 2022 version of the BYD Tang EV hopes to capitalize on that success. We think that this price is really fair, and BYD will sell a lot of these new Tang EV 2022 if they could keep the $44,000 to $55,000 price range internationally. The BYD Tang is currently sold not only in China but also in Norway, where the current Tang EV was released in September 2021. But Norway may have to wait until early 2023 for the refreshed model. BYD is also expanding into Europe, and the Tang EV will eventually be available in more markets. In China, it is available in gasoline, hybrid, and fully electric versions. Returning to the Tang 2022 EV, the market launch dates are also known. Pre-sales of this EV began in March, with the vehicle hitting the market in April-May. It will almost certainly increase sales of the Tang EV. All in all, the new and improved Tang 2022 EV with a better appearance, larger battery, comfortable 6 or 7 seats option, and smart suspension system will be available soon, and we are excited about it. What do you think of the BYD Tang 2022 EV? Would you choose it over the previously spoken about BYD Han 2022? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed our video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to enjoy more videos.